Hey, what's up guys? Doing a rear hatch button on a 2008 Prius. This is also applicable to a 07 and a 09. They're not too bad, so let's go ahead and get to it. First, let's go ahead and open this up. As you can see under here, my button, I'll get a better shot here, but it's kind of just corroded out, melted. It's not really working too great. So let's open this up. And here's a close-up of what I'm talking about. It's just kind of mold, like the mold is like just doing its own thing. And so let's go and get this off. You gotta get this black thing off. This just pulls off. They could be super tight. I try to use plastic pry tools to get them started, but sometimes you just kind of got to get it enough to where you can get your fingers in there and just like pull it down. Just be careful not to break anything. I'll show you the clips behind here. So yeah, I just work my way around with both hands and just kind of gently pull it off. And it's held in by these green clips. As you can see, some are missing. It seems like every time I pull one of these off, all the clips never come out. So I'm going to go ahead and up here and get the ones I need. I'm going to get these back and put them back in this little black cover before I move on. You can use one of these to kind of pull them out of the door here. Or what I like to use is dikes. You can actually grab them in the center, in that round part, and just kind of pry them out. Just be careful not to cut them or damage them. So I got all mine out. I put them all back, so this will be ready for when I'm ready to put it back on. This cover has to come off, so you come underneath here, and let's see, we got a couple connectors that are connected to that. I see a few connectors, and I'll show you which ones, don't worry. And then there's 4 10mm nuts. There's 2 right here. For the connectors, I like to use a small flathead just to pull them out. You can use your fingers, it don't matter, I just use this. So those are the ones you want to get out, this one, and then this one. So the 2 tag light bulb connectors, and then the 2 white connectors that are coming off this panel that are coming through the door. We're going to get those off. And then get the 10mm nuts off. Alright, so I'm going to get my 10mm socket here. Alright. I got them loose already. I'm just going to undo them. There's that one. Here's the other one. And be careful not to drop them in the door. So you pull that guy off. Get him out right here. Alright, and then all the way to the left is the last one. And it's right here. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get that one off. Now with the nuts off and the connectors off, you should be able to pull it loose. This does have a little bit of adhesive on it sometimes, so you just gently do it. This wire is going to be in here. It has a little grommet. It's easy. You just pull that out with, like, push it out with a flathead or something. It comes right out. It's not a big deal. So here we go. Here's the panel. We got to get this off now. This line goes over here, and it kind of gets tucked under. Here is one I had. I thought it was the right one, but as you can see, this one has like a little side wire, and it's for this little smart button thing. The one they gave me, it doesn't have it, so that's unfortunate. I'm gonna have to wait. Here's the part number. Again, this is the wrong part number for this one, but if yours doesn't have a smart button, then you could use this part number. This is the OEM one, the Toyota one. Okay, so next day I got my right one. And it has a spot for a button. Here's the part number for this one that has a button. This is the Toyota OEM one. I recommend getting these. I don't know if they sell them aftermarket, but yeah. So let's go ahead and get this going. You got to take these 2 screws out here. Go ahead and get these out. Undo these, and it won't just pop out. You're gonna have to get the wire off here. It has just like this little routing. Little routing clips. You just pull them out of there and get it loose. This is 3 screws. This is for the button. It just comes right off, easy peasy. Alright, and then this part, these beige little connectors, I squeeze them with a needle nose pliers, and then once I get them kind of compressed, I kind of get the button out. To be honest, I had to kind of pry on it with a flathead because it was on there, but don't pry on the side where it's going to show on the outside. You can pry on the inside. But yeah, you get this out and then you pull it through the hole. It's kind of tricky with this part, the button part, but it got out. It's fine. And we're going to run the new one back through that hole. Throw this to the side, and we're going to put this over here. And I don't know why I said easy peasy. I don't usually say that, so sorry about that. Anyways, you get your button back in, and push this in, and then I'm gonna wait to put the screws in just to make sure everything's good. I'm gonna line everything up and make sure everything's gonna fit fine before I tighten anything down. So put this in. I got my screws in after I made sure everything's good. I ran the wire in all the little crevices. My button's good. Make sure your black button is the little cushion part's in the right spot. All right. So I went ahead and put it back up here. Make sure your seal isn't folded over, nothing. And then now it's pretty much just reconnecting these connectors and putting the black nuts on. Remember, there's 4 nuts, and they go on the 2 on the end, 2 in the middle. Get those on, and then reconnect the connectors. This is the connector, and here's the tag light bulb connector. There's 2 on each side. Let me get this other tag light bulb connector. It's gray. And then this white connector, already had it in. And yeah, after that, take this black cover and we put it back on. It should just, you kind of just put it up there and line up the clips as best you can and just kind of put them in, push it in. They should clip in, and then I kind of give them a light hammer fist just to make sure they're in. And that's it. You can test it out, make sure it works. If it's not working, make sure you got your connectors in, make sure they're pushed in all the way. And that's it. So hope this video helped you guys out. If you like the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Comment with any more information.